Good morning, YouTube. I'm not even completely sure what this video will encompass, but I just knew I wanted to get up this morning. Like last night, as I was getting ready for bed and kind of making some plans for my week, I was like, I really want to share this on YouTube. Like, I really want to show y'all my 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then my 5 to 9 p.m. like routine, like this new routine that I've come up with because I've realized just trying to fake it till I make it or just trying to like take it by day has kind of left me feeling really unproductive. And quite frankly, I'm over it. That's what this video is going to encompass. So there will be some yapping, there will be some getting ready, there will be some working because I mean, as much as I want to do big things, I'm still working a 9 to 5. So you will see me working and I have a couple different meetings today. I also really want to walk y'all through like my new routine, like the plan that I've kind of set up for myself. And I really think it's going to be a good one. So I'm going to walk through that. And also it's going to be kind of like vlog infused. So let's get into it. 14 days away from Christmas. Of January. Oh, okay. So it didn't touch. All right, I'm back. So I was able to eat breakfast and do all the things that I showed y'all. And I just got out of a meeting, or actually a couple meetings, and work is crazy. So right now I'm taking a breather from work and I'm gonna go ahead and pop into my laptop and we're gonna kind of talk through like my plan for the day, my plan for the next couple days, and how I'm really like digging into this new routine. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comments on like if you have a similar routine or how you kind of stay on top of it. So let's get into it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and dig into my Notion, right? My daily routine plan that I kind of came up with in the wee hours of last night. Fun fact, I am my most diligent in the wee hours of the night. For some reason, my brain is crystal clear between like 11 and 2 a.m. Like I can make the most detailed plans and I come up with all these great ideas. So sometimes I like to brainstorm late at night, even though it kind of goes against the routine I have written here. But that's another story for another day. So let's go ahead and jump into my plan. So here I kind of kicked it off with just a scripture. So the scripture is Psalm 90:12. So teach us to number our days that we may get a heart of wisdom. And this is super important to me because initially I assumed that this scripture meant like doing all the things, being super productive and getting everything done, right? Acquiring all these things, right? That's kind of where my heart and my mind was. But then I realized like as I was reading it, I feel like God was tugging on my heart like, no, right? Like teach us to number our days so that we may have a heart of wisdom. Like that's teaching us to like live out our days like based on how God has access to. That's teaching us how to glorify God in all that we do, for work, for play, in everything, in our relationships with our friends, with our family, with our spouses, with our children. Like that's what that scripture means, right? Like doing things that are like worthy of like God, right? And it's not to say like don't be productive, and it's not to say to like not work hard throughout your days. But it's to say to like make sure like your base for doing things is not for like selfish ambitions, right? So that was like number one at the top for me. And then I also have this prayer here that I kind of highlighted as almost like a daily prayer that I can say again, because sometimes like when you're making plans, like for me specifically as a believer, it's so easy to get wrapped up in what I want, right? What can I gain from what I'm doing? How is this going to get me X, Y, and Z? How can I make more money? How can I grow my following? How can I be able to go on that shopping spree that I really want to go on? Like, what can I do to get the things that I want? And it's just not, when it all boils down to it, it's not about those things. And it's not bad to want those things because I want those things. But for me, I want to make sure that at the root of it all, like I'm doing these things like onto Christ. And you kind of see it here where I say, like, help me do all these things onto you and not unto myself or man, right? So I'm not doing things for selfish ambitions, and I'm not also doing things for like the thoughts of other people, like, right, like, oh, I'm doing this so that he or she can think this of me. Like, that's not my desire. So that had to be the top of my plan because I just don't want to get it twisted and I want to stay grounded. So then we scroll over here to what I'm calling my dailies, and I like the word because it kind of reminds me of daisies. So a 6 a.m. morning wake. Right now, I am not accomplishing that, but I want to, right? And in order to do that, I have to I have to go to sleep at a decent time, or I have to take a nap and go to sleep at like somewhere around another decent time, right? So if I wake up at 6 a.m., then I should be going to sleep. I should be getting into bed at least by like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. latest, right? But if I get a nap, let's say I get a nap at like 5:30 p.m. after work, and it's only like an hour and a half or 2 hours, I need to be going to sleep no later than 12:30 a.m. That way I'm still kind of getting my rest in. But a 6 a.m. morning wake would then allow me about 2.5 hours before I have to log in for work at 9, just to get some of these things done, right? So one of them is like writing it out, my day of to-dos, right? Like what are like 3 to 4 things that I want to get done today specifically. And then I also had added a note that like what larger goals do these things ladder up into? Because we don't want to just be doing things just to do them without any type of rhyme or reason. Even if it's just like, hey, I'm gonna spend time sitting on the couch watching a movie. Like I consider that home time for me and my, like, like spending time with my husband. And the reason for that is to build a relationship, right? So there's always a reason for something that we're doing. If you feel like you just need to decompress and like watch a movie or drink on some tea and watch some YouTube or get on TikTok, that's fine. But like the purpose behind it is for you to decompress, right? To just like take a moment. And that's completely okay. Like we should take multiple moments throughout the day for ourselves, doing things that bring us enjoyment or that bring us fulfillment, whatever that may be. And then after that, I have breakfast. Obviously, jam time, that stands for Jesus and me time. So that can be reading my Bible, that can be praying, that could be just, I don't know, journaling, like whatever it is that makes me feel like I'm spending time specifically with God, like that's what that time is for. And usually that time can range, but it's normally upwards of an hour. A small workout on the day to day. That can be something as simple as Pilates, going out and doing that, or doing like one of my Nike home workouts. And then I have business planning and prepping. I own a business and it hasn't launched yet, but I'm super excited to continue to share details on that. But for me, like I'm still really in the planning and prepping process of that. So that may include reaching out to manufacturers for like the products that I'll be selling. That may include reaching out to like, I'm working with a brand designer, like reaching out to her, emailing her back, like sending feedback, all those things. And then my social media content planning. For me, that's just kind of like, and I'll go here to show you, that's really just like looking at this calendar. Okay, what am I posting? What am I sharing? And everything that I share is not listed in this content calendar, but I really want to get in a better habit of like listing things out for like what I'm planning to share and what it would include. So if I go to like things that I've done for like this one, oh, so if I go, you'll see like I usually have like a script of some sort. I have like the B-roll that I want to include. I have like the subcategories that I want to include as text overlays. And I even have like my outro. Like all these things are super important in the planning process for me when I'm making YouTube videos. So that's what this all is for. Then you'll notice after that I have work 9 to 5. I have a job, so it's important that I work to make a means. So I have that obviously. And then my home time is honestly spending time with my husband, talking to family and friends on the phone, hanging out with friends in real life, maybe after work, spending time with my dogs. That's all home time. And that's something I'd love to be able to do between like 6 p.m. and honestly until I go to sleep. I really want to be able to like dedicate that time to just being home. And then you'll notice that I have like these three, like jam time, business planning, and social media highlighted in green, in know my colors, highlighted in orange. And that's because these times can vary, right? Jam time can sometimes be as short as 15 minutes or 20 minutes or upwards of an hour and some change. Business planning, sometimes it'll be really short. Maybe I won't have that many emails to tend to. And then social media content can also be short sometimes. Maybe I'll have editing to do for a video. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just be scripting. Maybe I'll be storyboarding. And each of those things take different amounts of time. So I have those highlighted. Yeah, that's basically the daily plan that I'm really aiming to just hit the nail on the head over the rest of Q4 and as we kind of slide into the new year heading into Q1 of 2025. Like I really want to dig into just having a more solidified routine, and eventually the hope is that those things will just become like natural to me. Like for example, one habit I have that is every single morning is making my bed. It just, to me, it's not even a task anymore because I've been doing it since I was a child, right? So obviously some of these habits that I have, like waking up at 6 a.m. is by far the hardest one, but like after a matter of time, like it'll become easier and it'll become more rhythmic and it'll be something that like is easy for me to do. Like it's not even a hard task. Like for some people, like making the bed is a task, right? It's like a chore essentially. But for me, I'm like, oh no, it takes me like 30 seconds to do, and I actually enjoy like the benefit of after work and after a long day getting into a well-made bed, right? It means a lot to me and it takes me no time. It just feels like second nature. But I can imagine that if I just started the habit of making my bed every single morning today, right, and I hadn't done it all those years, it will be something that would be grueling, or I'd be like, ugh, like it's fine, like I can just leave the bed as is. So I really want to just kind of build like a rhythmic like mindset and just be habitual in certain things, because I know for me, like my energy levels drop if I'm not getting enough of rest, or if I start my day, if I'm not rolling out of bed until 8:30 and I have to be on the clock by 9 a.m., that gives me 30 minutes to feed the dogs, walk the dogs, feed myself, get myself dressed, do jam time. And usually I am unable to do all those things in 30 minutes time. That's not even including like working on something for my business. That's not including working on anything for content creation. That's solely just like getting up. And again, usually I don't even have time to do all the things I just listed in that 30-minute time period. So I really have to get out of the habit of like just rolling out of bed and opening my work laptop, because it does a disservice to me and the things that I feel like God's put on my heart to do. All right, so I feel like I've been yapping a ton. So let's get into something fun. Christmas is around the corner. Y'all saw it's only what, how many days? It's only 14 days left until Christmas. So my husband and I will be traveling back home to Florida for Christmas, and we'll be spending it with our families and our friends, and we are so excited. So I've been just doubling down, grabbing gifts and all the things. So I have a ton. Let me pan the camera. Okay, it looks like a mess, but I have a ton of gifts like that need to be kind of opened, checked out, and just some other random things that I think I've brought. I have some gifts, I have some random things, and some beauty things, just things that I've ordered that I want that I didn't really need off Amazon. But I don't know, it's kind of making me feel like I have an unboxing to do, right? Like I was just given like all this stuff and now I can unbox it for y'all, because guys, like sometimes when I watch these creators like unbox things that they've gotten from like their sponsorships or like partnerships that they're working with or partners that they're working with, I'm literally like, wow, that's so cool. Like it's literally Christmas for them. Like the amount of creators that I watch and they'll get things to their door and they're like, I don't even know what this is. It's literally like Christmas. And I love Christmas and I love opening gifts, even if it's like a small gift. Like, let me open it. And I especially love opening packages. I think receiving mail is the funnest, coolest thing ever. So let's pretend like this is some really cool sponsored open box. Let's go. So because I've been ordering a bunch, I really don't remember. Like I know what I've ordered, but I just don't know what's in each specific package. So that's what's going to be the thrilling part. This first package, I'm going to use the scissors because I'm lazy. Okay, so we have some thread. Fun fact, tonight I'm actually going to meet up with someone from Facebook Marketplace and I'm going to buy her sewing machine. So stay tuned to see if that sale actually happens, because I'm super excited. I initially wanted to buy the sewing machine because I've always had like a vague interest in sewing, but mainly just to like sew up like tiny holes that I may have in things, or to like, I don't know. But recently I had the idea that maybe for my family, I can make them all like packet, like toiletry bags, right? Using like fabric and like the filler and all the things, like really cutesy girly ones. So I went to go find a sewing machine, like a new one, but it was honestly just too costly for what I was trying to do. And it would have meant that like everyone would have got like one tiny pouch for Christmas rather than like multiple things. So I paused on the idea, but then I was on Facebook Marketplace yesterday and I saw this lady posted it for like a discounted price, and it's brand new. She's never used it. She seems like a reputable lady. So I'll let y'all know if that sale goes through. But yeah, so I bought things because I really was gonna go buy that brand new sewing machine. So I had actually bought materials that I would need. So I have some thread here, and I'm very glad that I bought it now or that I didn't cancel these orders because now I actually need it. Ooh, this is a box. Guys, I genuinely don't know what this stuff is. Like, I'm not even like trying to act like an influencer. I just don't know because I've ordered a few different things over the last few days. And I'll have to blur out anything that's like a gift. Oh, okay. So yes, I ordered this healthy hair curler set. It's basically here. This looks like a cool Disney animation and I'm loving it. Basically like the hair curler thing that you can kind of just wrap around like a headband, and it's supposed to be super cozy. All the reviews are super great. Everyone said it was super comfortable, and like a lot of the curls that people had looked really nice. So this one's cool because it came with like the actual like headband tool that you use to wrap around your hair, and it comes with the headband and it comes with a claw clip that's super cute, and I actually don't have this color. And then it also, oh, wow, it comes with 2 hair ties, and these are like my favorite types of hair ties because they don't have any like the hard seam. And then it also has a spray bottle because they want you to have your hair a little damp when you do it. So I'm excited to try this with my hair, especially as we kind of roll into the holidays. So yay for that. I also bought myself a makeup brush, and this is specifically for my eyebrows. I'll show y'all really quick. Because lately I've been doing the freeze brow, but I feel like I've kind of wanted, and I used to do dip brow for my eyebrows, but I feel like I've kind of wanted to go back. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm so glad I got this color. I feel like I've wanted to go back to kind of using like the freeze brow gel along with my dip brow. Because dip brow, like I have the Anastasia dip brow, and it literally lasts me forever. This is it. This tool is so pretty. And then this is also, I have to make sure I'm not opening something that my husband bought because he also is ordering gifts and things. Oh, wow. This is extensive. So this is another thing that I had ordered for the handmade toiletry bags that I was going to make my family. So I ordered like literally yards. Like this doesn't say how many yards, but yards of zippers. So I think these will be super cute on the bags whenever I do get to make them. So now that I'm getting this sewing machine, I may make one bag, but I'm really just kind of collecting the materials I would need for it. But yeah, I'm super glad I didn't cancel this because I'll have a sewing machine to actually make something with. My husband, oh, he ordered grout, tile grout. Homeowners will understand. That was a lot. This is wrapping paper. So it's really, really, really pretty, like sheer wrapping paper that I got off Amazon as well. Because going into stores in this season is crazy, and I'm not trying to do it. So I bought this wrapping paper, and then I tried to find like green velvet bows or ribbon because I think that paired with like the sheer cream of this would make for like a beautiful gift. So I may have to go in stores to find that for like a reasonable price, or like go to Joann's or something. But for now, I do have black ribbon that I can use, like satin black ribbon. But I'm really wanting to get like that velvet green. If not, the black will do. It'll look really, really pretty. Like almost like imagine like my nails. They're not black, but like that dark color contrast with like the light sheer. It'd be really pretty. And last but certainly not least, I'm pretty sure this is a gift. So I may end up blurring the entire screen, but I want to make sure if I can even. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed. It's so nice. I wish I could show you guys because I'm so proud of this, but I'll leave it for now. Okay, that was a ton of fun, but now I have to kind of clean up my mess. So it turns out that most of what I ordered actually wasn't gifts. It was actually for me or for the preparation of gifts, and then I had the one gift. So I have a few other gifts coming in. They should be coming in over the next few days. Like Amazon has been on it with this same day, 1 day, 2 day shipping. So I should be receiving a bunch of different things by the end of this week. So I'm excited to go ahead and just get those gifts wrapped and get them put away because I'm not trying to be like in Florida trying to wrap gifts. Like I just want to use all my time to spend it with my family and my friends. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this trash, and then I'm gonna sit down at the computer because I need to get some work done. So let's do it. Super cool tool. It's like a little timer cube, and what I can do is like, let me turn it on. And I love this because it helps me stay on task when I'm kind of like everywhere in my mind and I'm trying to get tasks done at work, or if I just have a ton of things to do and I feel overwhelmed, I kind of will like time each of my tasks. It has a 15-minute side, a 30-minute side, a 45-minute side, and a 60-minute side. And normally I'll literally just like, I'll flip it to whichever side I want to get timed on, and then it'll kind of set that time. So right now it's counting down from 15 minutes. If I want to do 30 minutes, if I want to do 45, or if I want to do 60. So it's super, super cool. And I think I just turned it off. Yeah. Great tool. 10 out of 10 recommend this if you're just having trouble like getting things done, because this, like, for me, it's almost exciting just to kind of like, all right, I had a 60-minute timer. I only got 20 minutes left. I gotta bust this out. I gotta get this done. Same with like the 30-minute timers. Those are the ones where I'm like, all right, because usually like tasks won't take you, depending on what it is, but like most things that kind of overwhelm or like bog down your to-do list, or at least my to-do list, are things that would literally take me no more than like 30 minutes of like focus time, 45 minutes max of focus time. Of course, there are the bigger projects that'll take me like a couple hours to do, but even if I take 45 minutes just to get started, it makes it so much easier. I feel like the hardest part of any project or task is just getting started. But once you get it started and you have like the tabs opened up that you need, and you just set time aside specifically for that and you focus on it, everything else just kind of rolls. Like it just kind of flows really well. And I bought this at Target in like that little, in the $5, $3, $5, $1 section. So this is definitely one of my favorite Target buys. Testing. 1, 2. All right, it's currently 5:17. So I am definitely done for the day. And I've logged off. So I'm gonna take care of the dogs. I'm gonna get them situated. I am then going to give myself a break. And then I have that really fun errand that I told y'all about earlier, to meet the lady from Facebook Marketplace to pick up my new sewing machine. So fingers crossed again, like I don't get stood up or something crazy. But I'm really excited to go do that. And I'll probably leave in about an hour to go do that. But it's definitely been a really long day. Work was long. Like my lunch was good, the chicken tenders and fries, but there's just so much to do for work. And um yeah, the little bit of time that I call myself opening packages during work, I made up for it and then some with like the intense attention to detail that I had to do for a couple different projects. So I'm really happy the day is over. And yeah, I feel really, really exhausted, but I'm gonna try to keep moving and try to get something else done that I've been meaning to do. So bye. You guys may wonder why I'm working in this tiny little crevice of a hallway or walk-through area. Well, it's because nearly every week I work in a different spot. I bought this really cool like adjustable desk, and I bought it because I thought it would come high enough so I could like have a standing desk. It does not come high enough. It comes high enough for me to sit down in this chair. But I love this desk because I can move her outside on the balcony. I can move her in the living room if I want to sit on the couch and work. I can move her upstairs between like our guest bedroom or the loft. So this is like my travel desk. And then I also have a stationary desk upstairs that's much larger. But I like to use that mainly for personal stuff. So that's why I'm in this tiny corner. This week I thought this backdrop was really nice, and I just kind of wanted to like be downstairs, like where all the windows are. Well, there's windows upstairs, but I wanted to be downstairs, and also I'm right in front of my TV where I kind of like turn on YouTube and watch it in the background. So that's my reasoning behind that. But usually I'm not in this tight of a corner, and I probably won't do this next week. Then I go ahead and slide the desk in the chair in like our little coat closet, and it kind of like tucks her away, and no one knows but me, of course. And then I am done with my workday. All right, I hope I'm in frame because, yeah. So here I have my laptop, I have my planner, and I have some water because I feel very, very dehydrated. Normally, I would do what I'm about to do on the couch or on the sofa, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to stand up and do it for you all. I was always taught was an object in motion stays in motion, right? Newton's laws. An object at rest stays at rest. So I'm super exhausted. If I go and sit on the couch, I'm probably done for the night. I will just become a couch potato for the remainder of the night, and I don't want to do that. So part of my routine also is kind of like keeping myself going even after I close the book on my 9 to 5 job. So to kind of help realign me, because I've been in work mode, all day, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my planner where I write down all of my to-dos. Of course, I have my daily daisies that I showed you guys earlier from my Notion page, but I also have this list of to-dos. Make sure there's nothing crazy on there. I also have this list of to-dos, which kind of like constitutes like the items I want to get done in the week. So I used to do this on the day-to-day, but I realized I just wasn't hitting my benchmarks, right? So now I have all of these things listed up here, and I have them sectioned off in 3 different areas. I have business, personal, and then miscellaneous, right? So personal can be anything. It can be as small as call sister, call grandmother back. It can be mail a letter, that'll probably be miscellaneous. And then miscellaneous can be like my family's having a Christmas Eve party, and me and my sister are in charge of creating the itinerary for that. So I have that written in itinerary, or under miscellaneous, and I can check that off because that's done. A couple of these things I've already done, which is really, really, really great. I still need to get black ribbon, so I'm going to circle that. And I'm recording a YouTube video. So just like that, because I made this list on either Sunday night or Monday morning. I've already been able, oh my gosh. The day is long when I can literally barely talk. But I've been able to kind of already cross off like half the items on this weekly list, which is great because tomorrow's Thursday, and usually Thursdays are mega packed for me at work in terms of just back to back to back meetings. So anytime I have like that's in between the meetings, I have to try to get as much work done as I possibly can. And then Fridays normally slow down. But things are extra crazy because most people are out. I will be out the entire week of Christmas. So next week, everyone's going to try to push as much work into probably Friday and then all of next week. So I'm preparing for that. All right, so for the sake of not trying to share my screen and all that jazz right now, I'm just going to kind of show you what I have going on here. So for my daily, and I'm actually going to name this daily daisies because I think it sounds so much cuter. So 6 a.m. morning wake, I kind of felt at that today, but my idea of this is more so just to have like a checklist, right? Every single day have like some sort of checklist. So what I'm going to do, and I hope it'll let me do it, a to-do list. All right, so right here, you're going to see me kind of check off what I was able to do. So I actually wasn't able to wake up at 6 a.m., but I did wake up at 7 a.m., and I'm really proud of myself, especially with the fact that I went to sleep around 2-ish, which really felt like 3 because I was still wide awake even while I was laying there trying to go to sleep. So I'm going to check off 6 a.m. because I think I did good on that. And then and what I'll do probably at the top of the morning is like uncheck it all or uncheck it all in the morning. I don't know. But I think I like checking things off lists, so this is satisfying for me. So I did that, write it out, day of to-dos. I basically did that. That's essentially what this was yesterday night. Breakfast, I did that. Jam time, I did that. I did not do my small workout. I did eat lunch. Business planning, I did tend to emails and things like that. Late last night and early this morning. Social media content planning, I did that. That's literally what I'm doing right now. I worked my 9 to 5, and now I'm kind of just down to my home time, which will be just hanging out with my husband, probably calling my sister back. So I'm going to check that off because that one's pretty easy. So I think I did really, really well today. What I could do if I was really about that life is go ahead and do my small workout and just get her out the way. But because I know my body's very exhausted, and even though I just sat at the computer all day, it is a strain on like my eyes and honestly my mind and all of those things. So I'm going to give her a break, and I'm not going to do a workout until I have time just to kind of recoup and take a break. So this evening, I plan to go ahead and do a really small, short 25-minute workout through like the Nike app. So yeah, I'm really proud. Woohoo! Woohoo! Y'all have literally been with me for the entire day, which is crazy. It's funny, like a lot of times I won't record these vlogs because I'm just like, I literally sit in the house all day. I wear comfy clothes. I open packages. If I order something, I let the dogs in and out and in and out and in and out of the back door. I talk to my sister on the phone. I do some work. I watch some YouTube. I eat some food, drink some water. And that's it. Like, there's nothing crazy about my day, but like, I'm learning that like, it's still nice to like watch. I enjoy watching people do the norm at their homes. And I enjoy making content. So now I'm making content of just doing the norm. And I hope this video also was super helpful for you all as well. Just in terms of like different routines you can set up. Everyone's routine doesn't have to be like the routine I've kind of laid out for myself, but I think definitely having a routine of some sort kind of sets you up for success. Some people, it's waking up at 6 a.m. Some people, it's waking up at 5 a.m. or even 4 a.m. But some people, it's really not waking up until like 8:30 a.m., right? And that works for them. And maybe they don't go to sleep until like 1 a.m., but that works for them. So it just depends. I'm just realizing that you have to have that it's beneficial to have some routine. Some routine. It doesn't have to be Yasmin's routine or Sarah or Jake or Paul's routine, but it has to be a routine. Really to just kind of get in like the habit of like doing things and being productive and, you know, keeping yourself going. So what I'm going to do now is go freshen up, really like take off my makeup, wash my face, and maybe change clothes. It's about an hour and some change of a drive out to meet this Facebook Marketplace lady. So fingers crossed she does not stand me up. But yeah, it's been a great day. And if I get video of that, I will add it to the back end of this video so y'all can see me getting a new sewing machine. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really, truly enjoyed making this video. I love that it was both vlogish-like, but also informative. And I hope it was informative for you all. And I can't wait to get y'all out some more content. So talk to you later. Bye. I got it. Woohoo! Yay!